Hello friends, welcome to new episode of Code with Arun. So today we will look into the range function and for loop function. Okay. Today we will be looking into the range function. So what is range function? You can see here I have written to loop through a set of code a specified number of times, we can use the range function. The range function returns a sequence of numbers starting from 0 by default and increment by 1 by default. Okay, stops before a specific number. So the syntax is range, start, stop and step. This is the syntax. Start is actually an optional. It is an integer number specifying which position to start. Defaultly it starts from 0. And the stop range. Stop function is required. Okay. Where it has to be stopped, it has to be required. And the step function. Step function is also an optional thing. It default starts from 1. So we will check how items in a sequence range. Okay, so this is particular code which I have been written here. So we'll run this particular code. I have given the 5 and 10 over here. So it is printing from 5 to 10. It is inclusive of 5 and it doesn't include the 10 stop which has been given. Three things which is required here. From one is start, stop and step. So here in this particular exercise we have learned only the start and stop section. Okay, in the next one you can see I have given the start, stop and also I have given the step. It will create a sequence of number from 5 to 30 but increment by 2. So run this particular code also. 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 2 11. Same that sequence you can see until 29th. The 30 was not being printed out. Okay, so now we will check how we can use this range function in a for loop. So guys, you know the for loop is used for iterating over a sequence that is either a list, a tuple or a dictionary or a set or string. A loop is used for iterating over a sequence on this, and we use for loop when we know how many times this loop will run. There are two loops will be there, for loop and while loop. In for loop when we use, we know how many times the loop will run. Where the while loop, we don't know how many times that loop is going to run. So in that particular case we use while loop. Okay, so we will look into for loop in a range function to print the squares of a given number. Okay, I have taken an input from the user and then I am appending the same thing. Okay, so you will run this particular code. Ask for a range of 10. So it has been printed the square root of 10. 1 to 10, in that the square root, that is divided by 2. Numbers will be printed out, that is 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. The other numbers has not been printed. The odd numbers has not been printed, only the even numbers has been printed in that particular thing. Okay, I hope this helps you. Do practice. Have a great day. We'll see you in another video. Thank you so much.